we call ourselves a church, where we rally and pray. We wanna live in a place where we struggle all day, 'cause we've come far away to this place in Brooklyn. But we want to plant some things and turn these warehouses into our beauty. And now it's around us every day. We made these things happen, we can say it's time to enjoy all the things that we crafted. The laugh and the play in the places we laughed in. The city of Brooklyn. Now we call our own the city of Brooklyn.
All right, thanks for tuning in tonight, the Freestyle Art Show Extravaganza. I'm Greg, this is John. We are so excited for this show. First of all, this is our first show with a herniated disc, so this should be really exciting and painless.
So that's right, folks. Poor Greg's injured just the other day with a herniated disc, and so he's trapped on the drum set here, and you're gonna enjoy it. Luckily, he can move his arms just as.
I'll probably crawl to another spot or so, so please feel free to join in. Grab your instrument at home. We're gonna kick a real loose jam. We got a special guest tonight. Chase Carlisle will
He'll
be
be
with
joining
us in a
us.
minute, for a
guys.
minute. So hey,
Oh,
here
here
he
he
is.
Hey, what's up?
Come on in, Chase.
I was just outside talking chickens.
All right, so come
Why
on
don't
in.
you come on,
Have a
have a
seat.
seat.
Thanks.
So, talking chickens with Greg's.
Greg's neighbor. There's a whole landscape full of chickens out.
Actually, would you mind just sliding in just like 2 inches here? There you go.
Yeah, there, no problem.
Sweet.
All right, so
Well, feels good to be on the show. Thanks for having me on, guys.
yeah, no problem. Chase is
Hello.
former Brooklynite here, now
It's true.
resides in Illinois,
Uh-huh,
and that's somewhere else other than New York. But he's in town. His birthday's coming up, so let's
That's right.
do a little ode to traveling.
Okay. Hit the road, hit the bus, hit the road, hit the bus, hit the road, hit the bus, hit the road. See cornfields everywhere, all around everywhere. Everywhere you see is lots of corn.
I travel by aircraft, by plane.
Cloudy skies everywhere, everywhere you look. Cloudy, cloudy, foggy, foggy, cloudy skies. Lots of waiting when you go. Everybody's waiting while you're going, while you're waiting, while you're going, you're just waiting while you go. While you're going, you're just waiting and you're wondering while you're waiting, while you're going, while you're waiting, while you go.
Yeah, I got into town. I was walking around, and I wear these hiking boots, and I don't tie them up all the way, and they have hooks. I don't know if anybody at home has hiking boots with hooks, but they'll catch your laces and potentially kill you.
Right. And they always come untied. I got a pair always come
It's
comes
so messed
untied.
up, and I'm definitely gonna ask Greg later tonight for some pliers, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
crush these
It's
hooks.
called put a grommet right in that thing with a hole, boom, and just
Why do
make
they-
a new lace hole right at the very top. That's what you got to
Why
do.
would they even do that?
I think it's like 1920s technology.
It's so weird. I bought these.
Old-fashioned technology.
I mean, a year ago, you know,
They still recycle it. They gotta
and
get them
they
on.
still do it, and
Velcro.
it's so dangerous.
They only have 350 million of them sitting in a box in a warehouse somewhere, so they got to
Yeah, I guess that's the thing. Like literally 1 year ago when I came, I was in a hurry and I face planted. I really did.
Oh, I'm gonna try to stand up here, Chase.
So, folks, look,
Oh
you
yeah,
look,
come on up, come on up.
Chase, amongst other things, is an amazing collage artist, and
Oh yeah, that's
there's
one
a little of his
collages.
work,
That one's
taking
a little.
comic book imagery as well as chakras and ancient.
That one's about
wisdom.
astrology. See, there's
Interesting.
Saturn. Saturn's eating his children, and there's yeah, good old Saturn. You know, Saturn really defines a lot of aspects of our lives. It has a slow orbit, and it exerts a lot of power. It withholds, and it eats you. You know, Saturn will just like eat his own children. So
Wow.
guess what happens when Saturn's looking after you?
That's awesome.
Sometimes some bad stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's moving to a better house this year, though.
Nice.
Saturn's moving to a new house. With a nice, beautiful yard, picket fence. On cold nights, there's a fireplace. And the kids love to sit in front of the fire and tell stories. Occasionally, you know, the neighbors will come over and pitch in as well.
Saturn.
Saturn's house.
Saturn's house.
That's nice, you guys.
Saturn, Saturn,
Sometimes there's a Saturn return. That was really nice, you guys.
Alright, nice one, guys. And then
That's
we
very
probably.
cool.
Oh, you do get to see my back. I should have twisted my herniated disc all the way over to see you.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming out tonight, watching us. Got a few of you. You can see a few of us texting at us here. Thanks
Oh,
very
yeah.
much
There's some text.
shouting out to us. And, you know, you guys want to do a little storytelling? If I did a little background,
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, Chase.
something or other?
Here's the deal.
All right, well, tell me about it. I'm gonna crack open another beer.
All right.
There's a story I sort of know by heart. It's been a while since I told it, but it's a classic story.
All right, here. Well,
I
help
could
me.
try to tell it.
Check
Alright.
it out. No, check it out. Check it
So
out.
tell it, and I'll draw it.
All right.
You tell it. Make sure.
All right. So once upon a time, where's the mic? Is that the mic over there? I'll try to speak towards you. Oh, it's over there. Okay. So once upon a time, in a beautiful land, there was a sparrow of all creatures. Now this sparrow was known as the reluctant sparrow, and he was unlike his friends, who every winter would fly south when it got cold. He said, "You know what, guys? It's so beautiful out here. The fall is actually my favorite time of year. I'm not gonna fly south. You guys go your own way, and I'll go mine." But even though it was really beautiful for a while, winter did come, and it got cold. Boy, did it ever get cold. And reluctantly, very, very chilly Sparrow decided he would fly south although it was late in the game. And on his way, ice started to form on his little sparrow wings. And he couldn't stay up in the air. He started to spiral down. Down, down, down. To the earth. Actually, into a barnyard. A farm. A cow farm where they make hamburgers. But luckily, instead of just hitting the hard, frozen earth, he fell into a cow pie. That's cow shit, for those of you who don't know what cow pies are. Kind of a disgusting thing to fall into. But there was one nice thing about it, a silver lining to this cloud, is that it had been freshly shat by a cow. And boy, was it warm. It was even cozy on a cold day. And the ice started to melt on the little sparrow's wings. And you know what? Even though it was a pile of shit, the sparrow started to feel happy. And he started to sing. He sang so well and so beautifully that a cat heard. Meow. And the cat decided he'd go look and find out what was making that beautiful noise. You know what he found? He found a little sparrow sitting in a pile of shit. He cleared away the shit, and he promptly ate the sparrow. There's a moral to this story, folks. And it goes a little something like this. Not everyone who shits on you is necessarily your friend. If you follow my speaking there. Because I actually did forget one detail in that beautiful story, and that's that the sparrow didn't fall into a pile of shit. A cow shat on that little sparrow to warm him up when he thought that the world was totally against him, when he thought that he wouldn't be able to live. A cow came by and he took a dump on that sparrow. And that's what saved the sparrow from freezing to death. So, in a weird way, you guys can see, not everyone who shits on you is necessarily your enemy. And, likewise, not everyone who gets you out of the shit is necessarily your friend. And thirdly, if you're warm and happy in a pile of shit, keep your mouth shut. That's the story of the reluctant sparrow. All right, hey, good drawing.
Welcome back to the show. Hey, we're already halfway through the show, so we better pick up the pace here. Let's do
What's next?
I'll try
What do
to.
you guys do next in the
You
show?
know what? I'll sing a song if someone wants to play a little guitar.
I
Right?
got you.
Okay. Yeah, let's hear a song.
I got you here, man. All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a trying test. You see, sometimes I've moved mountains with my bare hands.
I've seen it.
We'll give this man a shovel. It's time to start on digging. 'Cause I can remember one fine day where we dug a trench so deep and laid the forms complete and put up a brand new home. And sometimes I've moved mountains, and sometimes I've moved compost piles, and all the same time I've needed all that dirt, 'cause I wanna fill it in, and fill it in a little more with the clean dirt and the earth, but not those invasive worms. Oh, but then we started digging and we got super far, and then I heard a squeal. Oh! That's the sound of a man hurting himself. Weakened down, not lifting properly. Don't forget to bend those knees all the way down with your back as straight as could be. Get all your force going north, straight up to the sky, and then you will survive and not be in such pain, such as you or I. Right now, you can't imagine how crooked this body is. I'll take that crooked back. If I can have this show, and if I can have a few of you turning in to watch the strong man swing a hammer and blast that thermometer to the sky. But not when this man is so weak, and I'm crying like a lion with a thorn in his toe. Weep, weep, and crawl your way to the bathroom or the stove, and crawl up till you hoist up. Man, is this what feeling like growing old? I know I look like my grandpa already. When I walk all crooked over, I can feel the time. Oh, I can feel the time. Hopefully it can wait another 30, 40 years now. Whoa. Whoa. This man's growing old. Alright. Hey, if you've ever slipped a disc or hurt yourself working on the job, hey, guess what? I feel with you. I can feel you, feel it. Whew.
Ooh, that's right.
Alright. Should we get these, let's get some audience, some of the audience to write a song for us. Let's get a couple words. Who's going to tweet at us a couple words? Let's give it a second here.
Got that. We'll get a couple words coming
So
in.
how
We'll
long
let
was
you
your
put a
flight,
couple.
Chase? Good.
See, I got up at 4:45 today, and I arrived here in New York City. Tell you the truth, I didn't even look at the clock. I was talking to a polymer engineer, and the time flew.
How appropriate. Silly putty. That's our first word.
All
Polymer.
right.
That's like a silly putty polymer.
Absolutely,
Okay,
it's a
all right. Good
polymer.
one. Whoever did that. All right. Next. I can't even see it.
All right, polymer.
Silly putty and recluse.
All right,
Polymer,
let's do it. Recluse.
silly putty,
All right,
recluse.
all right.
Well, by the way, guys, polymers are very long chains. Extremely long chains. And a lot of times people think that polymers are not organic, but they really are. They've just been guided by human ingenuity.
Mhm.
They're synthetic.
I once visited Cincinnati University and talked with one of the top scientist there, and she was on a team where they do for Dow Chemicals things and work with all sorts of polymers, and some of it did seem pretty.
I'll tell you what, Silly Putty was made in a reactor. The way that you construct your polymers is in a reactor, and then sometimes you'll have a nucleate. That's the word. You'll have a nucleate in the reactor. And that'll help control what you make. So there's a special nucleate called the Silly Putty nucleate. And, you send that into the polymer and I guess probably press some gas through it. There's a differential in the pressures and...
It was a dark night.
You got some?
And I remember it late. Oh, it was the kind of storm that had been there for years. It hasn't seen one like this forever. I mean, the clouds were so dark. It went from light to dark in a second. And then it went off. A light bulb on top of the science laboratory in the Cincinnati.
Wow.
We heard the smoke and we felt the lights flicker, and then all the scientists said, "Hey, don't worry about it." Hey, then that generator will kick on, you see. That's what he said. So we walked in the next laboratory and saw Dr. Lewis. And Dr. Lewis said to me, "I created some very interesting substance here. You may want to have a closer look." Alright. I can handle that. What do you got going on here? Well, with all the lightning stride and electricity bolted through, the Silly Putty came alive. Oh, just like Flubber, it bounced around and it could talk. This was kind of crazy picture, like a Frankenstein. 'Cause my food now, I'm freaked out of my mind. What in the world is this polymer gonna do? What in the world is this polymer gonna do? 'Cause he's a recluse. He's gonna escape out the window. Grows in size every half second. This polymer is like no polymer ever seen. Woohoo!
The Silly Putty Kid.
But little did that silly putty know. Oh, oh, oh. Silly
Putty.
Silly Cinderella goes away at midnight. See, all that polymer stuff. Once a coat broke my nine, you will flatten out and dissipate. 'Cause it's just an inorganic polymer. An inorganic polymer. Even though some polymers are organic, this one, let's get him out of here. Take him out of here. Well, silly polymer, silly polymer, silly polymer, yeah,
That's some stretchy stuff.
All right, you know what? Welcome back to the show. Check us out on YouTube, Freestyle Art Show Extravaganza. We're live on Ustream tonight. Woo! Boom. Guess what? I'm playing cameraman on this next song. You guys ready?
Yes, we are,
Okay.
Greg. So,
I can get
folks, it's getting to be that season, spring. Lots of beautiful things are in the air.
Oh, tell me about it. Coming from Illinois to New York City, all you lucky dogs here that are in New York. Tell you what, there's some
That's
serious cherry blossoms that do bloom in the spring. And I'll tell you what, New York has the best, most beautiful cherry blossoms,
Yes, they
in
do.
my opinion.
Well, Washington.
Although I am going to San Francisco next month, I will say that, you know,
Let's sing a song
New
about
York-
it, Chase.
in
Let's
New
just sing a
York-
song about it. Let's
do
just
it.
sing a little song about it.
well,
Hopefully
the cherry blossoms in New York City are mighty, mighty pretty. Prettier than any cherry blossom I've seen in between the coasts. And I've looked around, and I've gone to many an orchard in search of a beautiful display. But I gotta tell you guys, even though it's just been one day, the cherry blossoms here in New York City are the prettiest.
They sure are. See one there, you see one here. There's blossoms everywhere. It's if you don't mind, if you don't care, the blossom with the beautiful hair. Flashing by in cars and on street corners too. In the parks, in the trees, with their friends. Blossoms everywhere. They are so fresh and sweet. The darkness of the city melts when they come.
It's true. And they come in a lot of different colors, I'll tell you that much.
Flavor.
Fluorescent. And a lot of them have surfaces. I talk about surface. You can see all the different shapes of the petals with lots of different designs. And what's also interesting is the way that the wind will make all the petals move in different ways. So it's like a sea of color. It's a sea of shape. I tell you what, it's a sea that lifts you up. And I'm thankful for the spring.
All the petals come out on the wet, wet, dark streets. Oh, it must be spring.
Okay.
Well
nice
done, John.
song.
Wow.
We want to take their hand out the camera. Maybe I'll just set it back in here. Probably got another song or two left.
That's right, folks. So, what do you think, Greg? You got any guitar playing ability in you? No?
Yeah, I'll try to do.
Knock one out here? Alright, my
First,
man.
look how crooked my body is. You
Oh,
see that?
yeah, that's right. That's right, ladies.
Now we know why karma struck, just to reveal.
Oh, holy macaroni!
The crooker.
You see
That is a crooked. I see that line right
Woo!
there.
Telling you.
I tell you what, though, you know, back pain. Some people experience a little back pain. Some people have some issues, and it takes them straight to the grave. But I'll tell you what, some other people have some back pain, and they leave it behind because they are alive, and you know the problems befall us all. Sometimes they destroy us, and sometimes, you know, they make us stronger. And it's a mystery. Some people say why it is. Travesty, something horrible happens to us, one of them takes us down, and introduces us to Satan's crown, and another one lifts us up to the sky and makes everything right by and by. And I'll tell you what it is. It's about choosing life. Choose life. And this guy right here, I've known him for a long time. He's made a lot of questionable decisions. But if you drew a line and you looked at one side and the other, I tell you guys, this guy chooses life. So no worries. You can trust that he's just gonna walk straight out of this into a higher and higher space. Because that's what choosing life, making decision for life, can do for you. Your logic, your thoughts.
He chose life when everyone else around him said choose death. He chose life. He was in a cold. They were at a volcano. He said I choose life. They were in space. They ran out of food and shelter. Said let's turn it all off. He said no. He chose to go on. Cause he chose life. He chose the thing that can set him free. He chose life. That's the thing that sets the man apart. Even when he's fighting and both of his arms are chopped off, he's got the robot power to get him through. That's a part of life for humans. Ooh, he chose life. He chose life. Hey, he chose life. He chose life to fight a man with a knife. He chose life. Now he carries a knife. He chose when the man charged him, he dodged a little to the side. His arch nemesis propelled past him off the cliff, and that's how he finally died. But our hero still stood strong because you know what he chose. He chose life. Yeah, he chose life. Yeah, he chose life. He chose life. Yeah, he chose life. Yeah, he chose life. Yeah, he chose life. Even when all the doubts were in, he chose life. Even when all the bets were cashed, he chose life. Even when it was all done, he chose life. He chose life. He chose life. He chose life. He chose life.
Alright.
And that's why he's gonna get through this problem with his back, folks.
That's right.
Alright.
It's his strong religious zeal or his Pilates. We'll never know.
Do you let's should we do one final thing? Maybe something out of the
Different.
ordinary?
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's
do
do
it.
it.
What do you guys suggest? I wonder.
Oh man, I think it's gonna have
All you
to.
gotta do is just look around. You'll find something.
Yep, I'm gonna do something just with this box of screws right here.
Okay.
Just
Screw
gonna
it,
set
screw
the
it.
beat.
Screw it.
Just gonna start it out like this. Yeah, actually, you know what, folks? I'm gonna take these little guys and play these. All right,
I got an
Greg, what's
idea.
yours?
I'm gonna make something out of this clay.
All right, and what Chase instrument are you gonna make?
I'm gonna be a cartoon person. I don't usually become a cartoon. Oh.
Wear the little goggles. In fact, maybe that's what I'll do too.
All right, you might need to get a little closer for that to pick up. You guys are the sound. the shaky shake. All right.
I venture down the street. I look for my friends. Where are you? I can't find you. Oh, here you are.
I'm wandering around again. Strange, strange creations. I am a creature. I am a creature. I wander around. Strange creations. Strange creations. I've never been there. I know that you exist. Strange creations. Strange creations. I never met you, but I know that you exist. I've been up to the mountaintop. I see you standing there. You're strange creation with your strange, strange hair. I know you're waiting there for anyone brave enough to climb, but I've never met you any other time. Oh, strange creations, strange creations, strange creations, strange creations, strange creations, strange creations. These little creatures, they're orange green, know what I mean? Dance like you mean it, like you're a little guy. Dance with your hands to hands in the sky. If you can do this little guy power, you're a little creation. Now say, strange creations, they walk this earth. You gotta watch out for the strange creation words. And you'll be free, free, free when you get out of school. And I'll be waiting for you. Strange creations, you better watch out, 'cause they're all free in here and they're coming out. They're coming out, out. Strange. That's right, folks. Some strange little creations are going to be coming your way anytime you use your imagination.
All right, so thanks for tuning in tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Share that stuff on YouTube for us. Freestyle Art Show Extravaganza. I hope that everyone has a great evening. Thank you, Chase Carlisle,
Oh,
for
that was
being
great.
here.
Thanks,
Tag
guys.
yourself.
It was nice.